Hello everybody, thanks for turning up, great to see you. Now, just before I start the washing machine, you don't want to hear that, do you? You may remember in a previous recording I said I would introduce you to Teddy. Now Teddy bear, my teddy bear. So here he is. It's got to be a boy, isn't it? If you're a boy, it's got to be a boy bear. This is Teddy, and Teddy is very, very special. As a Milne would spell it, or Christopher Robin would spell it, Speshul. Now, that's Teddy. Teddy's almost as old as me, and slightly the worse for wear, rather like someone else I could mention. And when I was small, when I was young, I used to do knitting, a little knitting, and I knitted for my Teddy two gloves. One has long since fallen off, but the other one, well, both of them I put on his paws, so his left paw is nice and toasty warm. It's a very happy paw, but his right paw, I'm afraid, is a bit chilly billy. The glove has long since fallen off. So that's Teddy. And I say Teddy is an old friend. Teddy's a very good friend. Teddy sits on my shelf and keeps an eye on me, make sure I don't do anything too naughty. A bit naughty, but not too naughty. Stay there. Teddy's going to make sure I do everything correctly. Now, I'm going to show you something else too. Now, this is a photo of me when I was small and my sister when she was not quite so small, and we're both holding our teddy bears. How do we do this? Let's go try. That goes that way, and I go that way. Whatever. There we go. So there's me when I was sweet and cute, and my sister when she was also sweet and cute, but of course she still is. Anyway. Now, if we look there, you see there I am holding my Teddy. Teddy. There we go. Teddy. Slightly more hair then than now, rather like someone else we could think of. And there's my sister, of course, holding her Teddy. Now, in that picture, I see from the data on the back, I am almost 4, and my sister is 6 on the dot. So she's 6, I'm 4. Yes, that's correct. Yes, that is correct. So anyway, there's a rather cute picture of my sister and I and our teddy bears, and there's Teddy up there keeping an eye. Okay, folks, 2 poems this morning. The second one's got a bit of a bear theme because Teddy would be unhappy without that. He would complain vigorously. But the first one it's quite a well-known one. It's all about Christopher Robin with Sneezels. Not very well. I mean, Christopher Robin decided he ought to go to bed with Sneezels, and I'm afraid I'm still looking out for a decent copy of there we go. Decent copy of when we were this book anyway. Now we are 6. Some small boys coloured in the. Some small boys, probably about 4, has coloured in various illustrations. So there's Christopher Robin in bed, and on the other side we have all sorts of doctors rushing around trying to help him. And then over the page, well, I'll show you over the page when we get there. Let's just get on with the poem. Sneezels by A. Milne. Christopher Robin had weasels and sneezels. They bundled him into his bed. They gave him what goes with a cold in the nose, and some more for a cold in the head. They wondered if weasels could turn into measles, if sneezels would turn into mumps. They examined his chest for a rash, and the rest of his body for swellings and lumps. They sent for some doctors in sneezels and weasels to tell them what ought to be done. All sorts and conditions of famous physicians came hurrying round at a run. They all made a note of the state of his throat. They asked if he suffered from thirst. They asked if the sneezels came after the weasels, or if the first sneezel came first. They said, if you teasel a sneezel or weasel, a measle may easily grow. But humour or pleasel the weasel, or Sneezle, the measle will certainly go. They expounded the reasons for Sneezels and weasels, the manner of measles when new. They said, if he freezels in draughts and in breezels, then Feezels may even ensue, and that is spelt Phtheezles. Feezels, that's a very serious condition. Christopher Robin got up in the morning. The Sneezels had vanished away, and the look in his eye seemed to say to the sky, now how to amuse them today. And there I'm going to show you the picture of Christopher Robin. There we go. It's got such a good illustration by E.H. Shephard. You see the look in his eyes, and you can see it. He's wondering, how should we amuse them today? What should we get up to today? Had all that attention, and so now we'll think of something else. I'm sure many of you naughty children can think of something like that. Maybe some of you naughty grown-ups. I love that. I love the bit he says. They gave him what goes with a cold in the nose, and some more for a cold in the head. And this bit here, they asked if the Sneezels came after the weasels, or if the first Sneezel came first. So simple, isn't it? And the way A.A. Milne uses words, he changes them slightly, but it's quite obvious what they are. Like, they expounded the reasons for Sneezels, and the reasons, of course, are the reasons. But, and so on. So if he freezels and drafts, that's great, isn't it? Great. Okay, poem number 2. Now this is called Furry Bear, and I show you a picture. There's a picture of 2 real bears. A real bear there, Winnie the Pooh, looking after a real bear there in a cage, called well, I don't know if he's got a name, but a furry bear, and these are the ponderings of Winnie the Pooh looking up at a furry bear, and there's a picture of Winnie the Pooh all snuggled up. So this is a Winnie the Pooh pondering. Furry Bear by A.A. Milne. If I were a bear, and a big bear too, I shouldn't much care if it froze or snowed. I shouldn't much mind if it snowed or frizz. I'd be all fur lined with a coat like his. For I'd have fur boots and a brown fur wrap, and brown fur knickers and a big fur cap. I'd have a fur muffle ruff to cover my jaws, and brown fur mittens on my big brown paws. With the big brown furry down up to my head, I'd sleep all winter in a big fur bed. I guess a furry down is the same as a duvet, so there's a picture of one Winnie the Pooh in his furry down equals duvet. And again, you see there the way A.A. Milne has used words, he's changed the words to make them rhyme. For instance, if it froze or snoo, we all know what snoo means. It means snow. I shouldn't much mind if it snowed or frizz. Of course, frizz means freeze. So all very clever. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed those 2, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, bye for now, and of course Teddy says, bye for now. See you next time.